used to be that Cadillac couldn't build a car worth a lick if it started with the letter C. You've only got to think about the Cimarron or the Catera. Well, that all changed in 2001 with the introduction of the CTS. On this edition of Test Drive, the CTS V Coupe. Any strikingly good-looking car needs the right sort of power. What separates the V Coupe from a mortal ride is its 6.2-litre supercharged V8 engine. This thing puts a stampeding 556 horsepower at the driver's right boot. To say it's enough is an understatement. However, what really transforms the drive is the torque. There's 551 pound-feet available at a low 3,800 RPM. The enormity of the torque plateau means that at just about any speed and in almost any gear, the CTS V just picks up his exaggerated side sills and rockets forth. It takes all of 4.4 seconds to warp the riders from rest to 100k. That is good. But it's the mid-range and the 80 to 120 km/h passing test that puts it up there with the world's elite sports cars. At 3.3 seconds, it is supremely fast. When you slip behind the wheel of the CTS V, it really does change your perception of Cadillac. This thing is world-class all the way. It starts with these leather and suede Recaro seats. They really do keep you planted when you play, and it finishes off with top-class materials, and I love this French stitching. The rest of it, well, you get everything from a backup camera to a navigation system to a loud and proud audio system. As a package, it comes together, as I say, in a world-class fashion. The power is relayed to the rear wheels through a 6-speed manual transmission that arrives with a remarkably civilized clutch. The ratios and the ease of shifting make it a perfect companion for the engine. To prevent the massive torque from melting the P285/35ZR19 rear tyres, it's advisable to short shift out of first and into second before really nailing the gas. Once into second, the V pulls all the way to redline without missing a beat. Grab third and the urgency just does not let up. It's also time to short shift once again, at least if you want to keep your licence. It is simply divine. The Coupe really is a 2+2. Whilst there is some leg room, there's very little headroom, and getting back here is a real pain in the neck. This place has to be viewed as a place for your briefcase or your mother-in-law. Drop the anchor and the oversized Brembo brakes scrub off speed very quickly. Even after several full-on back-to-back stops, the CTS V came to rest in just 37.3 metres, which is, again, top class. So far, life is good. However, where the CTS V Coupe really surprised me was the manner in which it handles. The stiff chassis, wide track and GM's sophisticated magnetic ride control sports suspension allows the CTS V to carve a corner with the best of them. The setup banishes body roll and brings a sharp response to steering input without feeling stiff in the least. In fact, the CTS V handled everything thrown at it, including the usual pylon test, without so much as flinching from the driver's intended line. The CTS V arrives with a top-notch electronic stability control system that does include a competition mode. The system is best left to act as a Jiminy Cricket, warning the driver that they are flirting with the limits of adhesion and about to lose it. It used to be that Cadillacs were aimed at the older one-foot-in-the-grave type of buyer. That all changed with the introduction of the CTS. The second generation, it moves them even further towards the younger set. It's got world-class handling, world-class power, and a world-class interior. That is a very good sign for Cadillac, and it will appeal, as I say, to the young, or in my case, the young at heart.